Objectives and key results, or OKRs, are a fantastic way to get your team aligned and focused so that you're seeing real performance gains. I recently had the opportunity to do an introduction to OKRs with the Tulsa Area Human Resources Association. In today's video, I show the introduction to that workshop, and I go over what is it that makes OKRs really powerful. How is this different than other systems, and what does it pull from what we know about good goal setting to make for a system that works? Give it a listen.
I'd like to introduce Mr. Benson. I had the pleasure of seeing him a couple years ago at OKHR in at the Hard Rock Casino when he was there. You did a session up at one of the restaurants or something, as I recall. Sure. And that was a very nice session. We appreciate you being here. Mr. Benson's going to talk about, the OKRs and all of that, so I won't go into that, but I just wanted to mention that Rob's been consulting for like over 20 years, and he's worked for companies in town like WPX Energy and Sip-Through, Magellan, all kinds of companies, so we're real fortunate to have him here, and we appreciate it. And he does stuff internationally as well, so we're glad to have him in town in Tulsa here. And he also formed, you might have to refresh my memory on the name of it, but you formed a certification body for speakers of some kind.
So I was part many years ago of the formation of a group of consultants that was trying to set up ethical standards for consulting, right? Professional excellence.
So we see some best practices here today, for sure. So thank you, Mr. Benson. Thank you, everyone, for being here.
So everybody, who knows what OKRs is? Okay, we've got one. Awesome. Okay, all right. So who's heard of MBOs? Okay, a little bit of management by objectives. Okay, so smart goal setting. Everybody knows, right? This is going to be a presentation about a very cool way of getting yourself and your team, and in fact entire organizations, focused. All right, using its OKR stands for objectives and key results. I was working with a client in Little Rock, I think about 4 months ago, so April-ish, May. And we were talking, I was helping this executive team set some goals. We're talking about, hey, next time when I come, I want to do this. And here's what I'm thinking. And the president of that company said, really? Well, what do you think about OKRs? I said, I don't know. I've never heard of OKRs. So he told me a little bit about it. About a day or two later, now I put out a video, I'll tell a little bit. I put out videos on a mostly weekly basis around organizational development, HR leadership, this world that we live in and how to live better. Well, I had done one back in January about a performance management system, goals and how we track them and how we assign them to people, right? For a midstream client in Dallas. And I was pretty happy about it because we kind of cracked the nut a little bit on how to do it better and how do you actually measure something. So I put a presentation together and some video. Well, 2 days after that OKR thing, somebody got on my YouTube channel and said, I really love your video, that was really good. How is this? It seems a whole lot like OKRs. Okay, awesome. I'm getting one thing out. So in between, that was probably the Saturday. The Friday, a former client called up or sent me a thing, do you know anybody who works with OKRs? Now, when the universe is sending you these little kind of ding, 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 I just thought, okay, so when the guy on YouTube, I said, okay, here's what we're going to do, Andrew. You like this, because he really gets into this. He works at Idaho Public Radio, okay? And he really gets into this kind of stuff. I said, you read the book, I read the book, and then a month from now, we're going to do a interview together. And we'll record it and see where it goes. Well, this took the deep plunge in. And since that time, I've educated myself, been more excited. I've drunk the Kool-Aid, been more excited, introduced it to three current clients, a colleague, where I've actually started doing work. I was in Denver yesterday working with a client on OKRs. Okay, now, all that to say, in the space of 2 hours, not quite that, I'm going to give you as much information on this. So truly, and I'll talk about my OKRs for this presentation here in just a minute. Let me get into it. The underlying logic behind this whole system is that hard goals drive greater performance than easy goals. We get nothing by looking at and saying, what do we think we can do, and let's just kind of identify that. Because you know why? We would have done that already anyway. We didn't need a goal to do that. And if we just amp it up by 5%, well, okay, we'll try a little bit harder, but we're not going to get anything. Whereas if we put something way out there, and we work our butts off, and only get halfway, how much better off is our organization from that halfway to great than they would have been from just a little bit over? Okay, now, this goes back a long time. Specific goals also do better than vague goals, right? Hard and specific is good. Point number 2 about this underlying logic, all right? No single factor, this was a Deloitte study in 2015, no single factor has more impact on employee engagement than clearly defined goals that are written down and shared freely. Okay, hard, specific, clearly defined, written, shared. All right, one more. Who knows what this is? Somebody knows what this is.
Is that Stephen Covey?
It is. Okay, well, Stephen Covey popularized it. Actually, this is known as the Eisenhower matrix. Okay, it's urgency and importance. And what he did, he just broke it down, and we can put all of the stuff that we have to deal with into one of these 4 boxes. Okay, that which is urgent and important. Okay, that which is not urgent but important. That which is not important and not urgent, or urgent and not important and not urgent, not important. Now, not to confuse you, what should we do with the not urgent, not important? Don't do it. Okay, so just stop. What should we do with the urgent but not important? Pretty much stop, corral, put it, you know, if I have to get to some of these things, I'll deal with them when I can, but really minimize them, all right? Where do we spend most of our life?
Urgent, not important.
We're fighting fires. Everybody is. We're responding. And the whole point of Covey's big thing was, you know, the Q2 stuff, this is really where you grow and you develop, so you need to invest a lot more time here, which is great thinking, and everybody knows they should do that. The problem is, we don't have time. We don't do it. So, this doesn't happen. But you know what? You know how we can change this? These things? If we'll put deadlines on these, what just changed?
Priority.
They just became urgent. But we just basically shifted the really stuff over here just by saying, we got to do it tomorrow. Oh, crap. Now we'll make time work. I'm so glad you're here. You're good. Now, that's all to say, you're going to see that OKRs as a goal-setting system incorporates all those. Openness, sharing, clear, hard goals that we got to do right now. Okay, and we'll go from there. So, OKRs, what are they? At the micro level, that is at the thing we work with, it's just a way to set goals. At the macro level, it's a way to drive organizational performance, okay? So if you don't, well, I'll tell you in just a minute. Objectives, you gotta get your terms right. An objective of OKR stands for objectives and key results. The objective is simply what you want to achieve. Something important, something that really moves the needle. Objectives are significant, stretching, inspirational, and doable in 1 quarter. What are key results? This is how we're going to define what success looks like and what we're going to track. Oh, by the way, you do have some of these things in your handouts. Did everybody grab the handouts from over here as you came in? Okay, all right, so if you didn't, pause just a moment. And by the way, Oh, you're good. 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to be tossing more paper at you. I killed a bunch of trees. Okay? Yeah, I don't know anything about that. Push that over there. For somebody or well. Okay. Here. Thank you. One more. All right. 2, 3. Yes. Yeah, the purpose is not, when I do a presentation here, it's not to keep you in suspense, so somehow you can call me up and have me come by and do this for you. It's not the point. The point is actually to try to teach you as much as possibly can within the time frame that we got. Okay, there we go. You're welcome. Now, that being said, so key results, and again, you'll get more of this because we're going to kind of iterate deeper and deeper into this as you go. But this is basically how to achieve the objectives. It's a way of defining it. The magic of OKRs is half in actually creating a solid wording, getting the wording right, getting it structured and placed right, and just writing a good OKR, an objective with key results. But half of the magic is just, in some ways, this is just really good goal setting. Half the magic is then how it's used after it's created. And that's what I'm going to try to get you into the time here. I have an OKR for this session. My objective for this session is to rock your world by changing how you plan and manage goal achievement. That is my objective. I actually want to change your mind. Okay? Key result, I have 4. I want to involve everyone in a highly interactive session. I want to deliver exceptional value to everyone here. I want to create a sample set of TAHRA OKRs. And I want to get 100% commitment, that is from everybody here in the room, to use OKRs for 1 quarter. Now, this isn't going to be something that I'm just putting out there and I hope. That's one of the things you don't do with key results. I actually have a survey. I'm going to measure. I will know as soon as this next hour and 45 minutes is up whether I have achieved my key results. Are these actually ambitious for a 2-hour presentation? Mm-hmm. Yes, they are. That's what an OKR is.
Thanks for tuning into today's video. If you want to see more of this video, I will be posting it soon onto my Patreon account. I'm building that out right now. So be on the lookout for further announcements. Please like down below. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. And until next week, be well.